Good evening, Colonels fans, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of Colonels football as we get set to kick off against the Crystal City Hornets. Your MMA Colonels, one win on the season, here to see if they can make it two tonight. Our captains that are going to walk out tonight are going to be Gabriel Canonico, Noah Cecil, and Brett Miles. I'm your announcer, Mason Kletchian, joined in the booth with Michael Polashik and Peter Dideker behind the camera. Polashik, your thoughts on this Crystal City game and what star player is going to make an impact?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I think this looks like an amazing game tonight. We have some clear weather. I think a few other key players that we're going to have tonight, Wesley Lauderdale and Skylar Heineman, ready to make a scene.
I could not agree more, Michael, as well as Wesley Lauderdale, an absolute unit on the field. We're going to see some split reps at quarterback tonight, as I expect to see Gabriel Canonico, Daniel Johnson, and potentially even Gabriel Kaiser, the freshman out of Chicago. Some new additions to this team are Nathaniel Baker coming back from injury and Julian Brinkle, the new boy freshman out of Daytona, Florida. Number 82. He has a hit stick and he knows how to use it. He's going to make a massive impact on this team. Michael, I'm pretty fired up for tonight's game. What about you?
I'm feeling really good. I think we have a good chance. Their line is looking a little small, and I think this is going to be the one.
I agree. This looks like a pretty even matchup for Colonels. As all these Colonel fans know, these MMA Colonels have faced a lot of difficult teams this year, such as the Highland Cougars. For some of you who haven't seen my associate Michael Polashik, if you think back to the Mark Twain game, we were in the stands recording and broadcasting. We put a lot of people on the mic. Michael Polashik included with one of them. He is the head of our Colonels football team managing staff. And he is a valuable asset. So we're going to sit here and we are going to await to see who's going to be taking the ball and which way it's going to be kicked.
They elected to defer to the second half. They'll be kicking the Missouri Military Academy.
The Colonel is going to be kicking this one off for the start of the game, as we're going to get fired up to see the kicker, Gabriel Canonico, the man who can do it all. Gabriel, the target finder Canonico. It's going to start this game off for Colonels fans.
Your king crew this evening, David Perry, Dan Portell.
The MMA Colonels are getting hype in the locker room, and that's exactly what you love to see. I was down there with them, giving them a little bit of inspiration, as well as my associate, Michael Polashik. And as far as we know, they're ready to head this game off and just run these boys over. My apologies, folks. I was incorrect. The MMA Colonels will be receiving the ball to start this one off. So we will have Wesley Lauderdale back deep. Wesley Lauderdale, four-time defensive player of the game and MVP this season, as he's leading the team in sacks by a mile. An absolutely crucial man to have on the D-line, and sometimes even switching out reps out linebacker. He's a sophomore out of Union, Missouri. As Crystal City's here to take the kick. They're going to send this one deep to Noah Cecil, who's going to bobble it and field. Cecil going to break some tackles and move to about the 32-yard line, giving the Colonels pretty good field position to start this one off. Michael, what are you expecting to see out of the Colonels in this first play of the game?
You know, I'm expecting quite a few great things. We have some key players out there who like to catch that ball and run with it. If the team can help them out and work together, get those blocks in, they'll make it far. I really do think so.
I couldn't agree more, Michael, as the Colonels are going to break the huddle and start this game off. As they're going to start a triple back set with 3 wingbacks on the left. Take the snap's going to be Gabriel Canonico. He's going to have blockers. He's going to run a man over and get about a gain of 1 yard to start this one off. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Looks like Canonico is going to be heading this game off as the quarterback. As we have Joe Jackson, Daniel Johnson, and Noah Cecil in a halfback position. Skylar the Snow Leopard Hyman going to be playing on the center position. Telman Nasabot on the right guard. We talked about Telman. He is a unit. Canonico going to get the ball once more. He's going to take it himself, and he's going to get a gain of about 2. So that's going to be about 3rd and 8, if I'm correct. Michael, you got something to add?
Speaking of Telman Nasabot, he is going to be a crucial player tonight. He gets in the zone and he just plows through the line. He is ready to go.
That is correct, Michael. Nasabot, a great team player, has a lot of energy in the locker room. This is going to be a sweep over to Noah Cecil. Let's see if he can set the edge, and he can't, as blockers didn't make their assignments. Lineman got through and took him down for a loss. That's going to be about 4th and 11. We're going to see that end around the Noah Cecil a lot tonight, as he is incredibly fast when he turns the corner. A lot like former Colonels player Weston Steeran. Weston Steeran, injured in the previous game, and he's going to be out for the season. An unfortunate loss for Colonels fans, as we love to watch him run the ball. He had over 100 yards receiving one game. He's crucial. Canonico going to take the snap, and he's going to look to punt. And this one's going to go up, and it's going to come down. And it's going to be stopped by Sedanisa Diop after a punt of about 10 yards. Crystal City is going to take the ball here at about the 46-yard line, the Colonels' 46-yard line. We're going to ready to see this Colonels defensive line tear it up, as Joe Jackson's going to be in at left outside linebacker. And Daniel Johnson in that right outside linebacker, as well as your normal Colonels lineman. Wesley Lauderdale going to be playing middle linebacker tonight. We mentioned he's a great linebacker when he has the chances to play it. Noah Cecil and Dylan Shue going to be back deep, as they're going to send a blitz. And that tackle is going to be brought down by Wesley Lauderdale after a gain of about 8 yards. I believe it's going to be about 2nd and 3 on this. Heading off this Colonels defensive line is Zane Steichen, Telman Nasabot, and Sedanisa Diop. Gonna put a man in motion. It's gonna be another run play, and it looks like he's gonna get the first down. It's gonna be 1st and 10, Crystal City Hornets. That Crystal City running back is one large man. We're going to see him take this ball a lot tonight. One thing for the Colonels to watch is the Crystal City screen pass, as I was in Colonels film with them, and these boys love to take that ball quickly and give it off to another player. Their quarterback has one cannon of an arm. We take the snap. And it was going to be an end-around trick play. The quarterback's going to keep it. A great play-action pass. Even got me and my co-host Michael in the booth trick. And that's going to be a touchdown, Crystal City Hornets. Michael, your thoughts on that trick play?
Honestly, I am just stumped. That was good. They tricked us both, as you said, Mason. I really don't know what to say. It's an unfortunate loss for the Colonels, but obviously there's still plenty of time to make it up.
I agree, Michael. With 8 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in the first quarter, there is plenty of time for the Colonels offense to get something rolling, as I believe this Crystal City Hornets team is going to be going for two. They're going to line up in a max protection offense. They're going to have motion, and it's going to be a run, and he's going to walk in the end zone untouched. Crystal City 8, Colonels 0 after the first drive of this game. The Colonels were forced 3 and out.
With 8 minutes and 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Kevin May, 0.
Blasik, anything to add?
Going back to Crystal City Hornets quarterback with his cannon of an arm, let's just hope their team can't catch that well, and let's hope that cannon of an arm doesn't pay off.
Exactly what I was thinking, Michael. If you're a Colonels fan, you do not want to see that cannon of an arm being able to be used tonight. Instead, you want to see Noah Cecil up there intercepting balls and taking these ones all the way back to the house.
Kicking off for the Hornets, number 5, Helen Dashner.
As my friend Evan Schreier likes to call it, house call. Evan, not able to be with us tonight. An unfortunate loss to the broadcasting team, but you got me and Michael here instead. That should be plenty, and that kick is gonna be out of bounds. Almost rolled out. Noah Cecil accidentally kicked it, and the Colonels are gonna take the ball at the 15-yard line. Noah Cecil, a senior out of Arkansas.
Fighting Colonels take over, first down and 10. Ball's going to be on their own 15-yard line.
Let's see if the Colonels can come out with a new formation and get this ball rolling. The Crystal City player going to run across the field now. What's he doing? Oh, he's picking up the tee. It's all right, folks. Don't worry, he is not an intruder. They're going to pull Wesley Lauderdale out of the triple back formation, have him in at the 4. That's going to be a fumble. Canonico's going to pick it up, and the line's going to push him forwards. What looks to be a little bit of a gain. It's going to be about 1 yard. Couldn't even see who made the tackle there, as a slew of Colonels and Crystal City players were on the ground.
Colonels recover.
As Canonico's going to receive the play and bring this one back into the huddle. We're going to see what they can do. Notable mention that cornerback, Kyle Schomburg, in at defensive back as well. We see a lot of quarterbacks move over to defensive back when they play on defense. And as we just saw, he is fast, so he's going to be a man to watch out for. Lauderdale going to move back into the 4 position. Canonico going to take the snap. It's going to be a toss to Wesley Lauderdale. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to try to break some more, and he's going to be brought down. About back to the line of scrimmage.
Multiple flags on that play.
And there's going to be a flag. It's going to be a face mask on the Crystal City Hornets, and we're going to catch a lucky break there. The Colonel's going to move way up the field to about the 25-yard line. Polashik, how do you think this is going to affect the rest of the Colonel's drive?
I'm hoping they get motivated after this, seeing that some fair game is being called. In the past, we've struggled with it. We've felt down. We've been in our feelings. But tonight, I'm hoping that after this, they're going to see they are ready to go.
Agreed, Palacio. The Colonel's notorious for hanging their heads low after mistakes. So hopefully we don't see that much here tonight. As they're going to switch this triple back to the other side, and he's going to move to the 4 back as well. Once again, Lauderdale's going to take the handoff. After he's going to gain positive yardage, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of about 4.
Short gain for the Colonels.
Polashik.
We're already seeing that positive attitude
Number 2,
right
Cameron
there.
Bolton
Was a
on
gain of
offensive
1.
line.
Now he's bringing it to 4. Let's hope it just keeps going up.
That's the only thing you can wish for as a Colonels fan, as it is 2nd and 6. Pretty good field position for the Colonels. looking forward to see them starting to air this ball out throughout the game. Skylar Hyman going to reference with the quarterback. We're going to see Gabe take the snap. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to gain a couple yards as he moves right up the gap. He's going to be brought down after forward progress for a gain of about 2. This looks like it's going to be a 3rd and 4. Something the Colonels haven't had for a long time. If you're a Colonels fan, you are used to seeing 3rd 14, 3rd and 15, sometimes even a 3rd and 41. We had that happen one game. So hopefully we can keep the ball rolling here, moving up the field. That's going to be the snap taken. Gabriel Canonico is going to keep it. And he's going to go down after a gain of about 1. It's going to be 4th and 3. 4th and 4, correction, folks. 4th and 4.
Hand off at the middle, brings up a 4th down, about 2 yards.
2 yards. Folks, they changed it with a great spot. The Colonels are going to get with about 4th and 2. They are assuming they're going to go for it here. I would be dumbfounded if they didn't. Well, Michael, let's see if the Colonels able to air this one out or if we're going to see Gabriel Canonico keep it once again and try to gain some positive yards right up the center. Canonico going to take the snap. He's going to look to punt it with a great punt as Jack Stallnacker is racing down the field to stop this one. It's going to be on about the 19-yard line. Terrible field position for the Crystal City Hornets after Gabriel Canonico delivered a 10-yard punt earlier. He's going to rifle this one for about 40 yards, squeaked right by the Crystal City returner, and it's going to give them great field position. Michael, your thoughts on what the Colonels defense can do this drive?
You know, I really didn't expect that. I think they're just going to do amazing. That is definitely a mood lifter. Definitely going to have a positive attitude after that one.
Sounds good to me, Michael, as we are going to see the same Colonels set in at defense. Notable mention, Dylan the Duke Shoes. He's going to cover receiver number 12, Corey O'Hara, the running back linebacker. That's going to be a pass to O'Hara himself. Shoes going to get blocked, and O'Hara's going to be taking this one down the field. Noah Cecil there, and he's going to be brought down after a great first hit by Noah Cecil. Daniel Johnson is going to get in there to make the tackle. That's going to be Daniel Johnson's first on the night. A great play by the Crystal City Hornets, but the MMA Colonels defense able to run him down before he can make this one to the house. Unfortunate that Dylan Shoe got blocked and pancaked on that play. But it's football, it happens. There's hitting, it hurts. But we love to watch it, and we love to talk about it. As they're going to send a man in motion, it's going to give a toss out to him, but there is a whistle and a flag, and it's going to be what looks to be a false start against Crystal City as this ball is going to be going back. It's going to be 1st and 15 now on the 45-yard line. And Rudolph going to be checked in, and Zane Steichen's going to come off. Trey Rudolph, a freshman from the great state of Missouri himself. Look like they're going to send the blitzes. They're going to put a man in motion. It's going to be an end around. I saw this one coming. Cecil's going to trip, but he's able to make the tackle with quick reactions as he's going to slip on the turf. A great tackle by Noah Cecil, grabbing him by the ankles. That's going to be Cecil's first of the night. And it is going to be what looks to be a 3rd down and 7.
Callaway Dessner on the carry.
My fault, folks. It's going to be a 2nd down and 6. We're going to see Duke Shoe spread at that corner back way deep. Seen this a lot here tonight by the Colonels cornerbacks. They're going to send another man in motion. They're going to give him a toss as he's going to get great blocks. Dylan Shoe cannot get there. Noah Cecil, can he make it happen? He misses a tackle. And Crystal City is going to be in the end zone once again. That's Caden Bolton in there for that score. Had amazing blocks by Camden Myers, who put Shoe out of business. And it's going to result in a house call for the Crystal City Hornets. It's going to be 14 Hornets, Colonels 0. So we're going to see them take the extra point here. Let's see if they can convert. Colonels definitely still in this game with 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. We've seen some blowout first quarter as Louisiana put up 48 points on these Colonels in the first quarter a couple weeks ago. And he is going to be in just barely for that 2-point conversion. It's going to be 16, Crystal City, MMA 0. Michael, as we see the MMA return team coming out onto the field, their heads are going to be hanging a little bit low. But what do you think they're going to need to do to keep their heads up and stay in this game tonight?
You know what? I think one of them is going to catch it and just run up the field with it. I think they're going to gain some mileage here and really show them that they are ready to fight back.
Gabriel Canonico is going to check in for Noah Cecil here. Apologies, folks. They're going to switch Noah Cecil and Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson going to walk off the field as he's getting prepared to take the offensive drive. Wesley Lauderdale back deep. He's going to get ready for their quarterback, Callaway Dashner, to kick this one off. He's going to take a really back deep kickoff run up. He's going to send this one way downfield, almost over the head of Wesley Lauderdale, but he fields it. Wesley Lauderdale going to move up the field. He's going to have amazing blocks. Wesley, can he make it happen? Almost tripped up. He's still going, and they're going to blow a whistle as he's still moving up the field. Wesley Lauderdale was probably able to bring this one up the field if it weren't for that ref blowing the early whistle. You hate to see that, but if a ref thinks it looks like forward progress, it must look like forward progress. As that was a small showcase of Wesley Lauderdale's abilities to just break tackles with his incredibly strong stiff arm. We call him the miniature Derrick Henry. We're going to see the same formation we've seen all night. Gabriel Canonico going to be under center. Wesley Lauderdale going to move into motion at the 4. And there's going to be a whistle and a flag. It's going to be a false start on the Colonels' offense. They're going to move back about 5 yards. It's going to be about 1st and 15.
Against the Colonels.
Colonels making these silly mistakes on offense. It's going to cost them a lot here in this game, as this Crystal City defense does not look like they are messing around. Those linebackers have some incredible stature as well as girth.
1st and 15.
Michael, your thoughts on the girth of these defensive players? I would have to cut you off right there as the Colonels are getting ready to take the snap. Canonico going to snap it. Hand it off to Wesley Lauderdale as he's going to make some guys go to the ground, but he's going to be brought to the ground himself as he is going to get no yards.
And off the middle.
Brett Miles a little bit shaken up, getting up off this play. All right, Polashik, sending it over to you. What do you got?
O'Hara and 3.
It was just as I predicted right before this game started. Even though their numbers are low, the Hornets are definitely making up for it in skill, although we are seeing some key players such as Telemann Nasembot really showing. He just pancaked a player there. Back to you.
We talked about Nasembot's strength, and he's clearly showcasing it after that play. The Nebraskan quarterback going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Wesley Lauderdale. He's going to get some opening, some daylight. He's going to bring this one up for about 7 yards, and that is going to be a Colonel's third and seven on this play. That's Wesley the Monster Lauderdale.
Stop a sack on the carry.
Polashek, what you got for me?
My gosh, ladies and gentlemen, a monster indeed. He had the entire Hornets team on him and still pushing through. Really a light in this dark time.
The Colonels.
Correct, Polashek. Lauderdale a light in the end of this tunnel. You see him going into motion at the fullback quite often. Is this going to be a toss to him? Is they going to keep feeding him the ball? He's going to set the edge and gain about 4 yards. Let's see if we can get a 4th and 1 or a 4th and 2 on this play.
And off to Dylan Shue. Tackled on the play by 21, Caden Raftery.
That's 72. 7-2.
We have a total of 15 rushing yards for Wesley Lauderdale on 5 carries this game. Pretty good numbers to start this game off. And there's going to be whistles. And it's going to be a water break.
Timeout, Colonels.
The MMA Colonels going to take a timeout. And a notable mention for the Colonels is River Punab Mitchell. An amazing man to have on this Colonels roster as he is always active. The middle schooler, water boy. Polashek, you've worked very closely with Mr. Punab Mitchell himself. What do you think of his amazing capabilities to get on that field and get this team hydrated?
You know, words can't really describe it. A team is nothing without its water boy. These players really need to stay hydrated out there so they can remain healthy and ready to play. He is a crucial part.
As we heard, he got congratulations, my apologies, from General Geraci himself, the president of MMA, which is no small feat. Being congratulated by the president is just an amazing thing to happen when you're such a young player, such a young stud to have on this team. Love to see him hydrating this team up. Polashek, what you got for me before this play starts?
You know, I think for any school, a president congratulating a member of any team is a real feat, but especially when it is a one-star general retired.
Could not agree more. Is this going to be a fake punt? It's going to be end around to Noah Cecil. It's Cecil, and is he able to get the first? And it looks like he is.
Hand off to number 18, Noah Cecil.
Noah Cecil going to be able to move the chains here on that fake punt end around.
Ball's going to be on the 39-yard
As
line.
Sidanisa Diop going to check in for Giancarlo Barajas. As we've just seen again, River Mitchell making sure Barajas is hydrated when he comes off the field. He's going to be the first one there to see him. He's going to be the last one there to send him off. As the Colonels got to hurry up, they have 6 seconds to snap this ball and get this play rolling. 3, 2, 1. He's going to take the snap. Kanaga's going to keep it, and he's going to gain about 3 yards. It's going to be about 2nd and 7, Colonels.
30,
Polashek, what are your thoughts on Gabriel Kanako keeping this ball so much this game?
Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
A few of the plays it has helped out. I think it needs to be passed around a little more, especially to Wesley Lauderdale and Noah Cecil. They seem to run with that ball and just get it upfield. I think we need to see a little more teamwork here tonight.
Correct. One player we haven't really seen running the ball very much tonight is Daniel Johnson. He's currently checked out of the game. What is this formation? You're going to see a new quarterback come in as we're going to have 4 receivers spread out to the right. And that's going to be a timeout. My fault. That is going to be the end of the first quarter as we almost saw something really interesting happen as Daniel Johnson, the cannon himself, checked into the game. And it looks like the Colonels got what they wished for as there is a little bit of rain starting to come down over this field. Michael, you know they love the rain as Coach Bright had them playing in the mud puddle the other day.
They do love that rain and they enjoy that mud getting dirty and down to business. They are probably going to be extremely excited when it starts pouring here tonight.
agree. These Colonels ready for just about anything, as last weekend the New Boy Colonels participated in a massive event, sort of like an initiation for them called the Crucible, a ceremony that the MMA faculty and staff hold twice a year so that these Colonels can be inducted into the Corps of Cadets. I myself was out there guarding the road as these Colonels were moving through the Crucible with my boy Telman Nassenbot in a bag of Mike and Ike's. All you need to conquer boredom, folks, is a good friend and a bag of Mike and Ike's. This is not sponsored. Mike and Ike's, please sponsor us. And Michael, you just said it, and it just happened. The rain is pouring down over these Colonels. And you can see their sideline getting a little bit excited. We manifested it at the start of the game. The Colonels players excited, the Colonels fans not so excited as they're gonna move up the stands and take cover from this rain. MMA's athletic director himself getting soaked out there, as we're gonna see Daniel Johnson keep the ball. He's gonna get some positive yards, and he's gonna be stopped after a gain of about 5 yards. It is going to be set 3rd and 5 as this rain is just coming down. My cameraman Peter Dideker trying not to get wet here as he's moving around the press box. I'm not sure if you guys can see it on the broadcast, but it is surely pouring down tonight. It looks like Crystal City fans were prepared for this as they have their umbrellas and ponchos. We're going to see this 4-back formation once again. Johnson going to take the snap. He's going to keep it. Daniel Johnson going to get some positive yards. He's going to gain about 7 yards. He's going to bring a Colonel's first down. One man I would love to mention is the father of Wesley Lauderdale, standing out there in the pouring rain in just a hoodie and a Lauderdale jersey on. An amazing fan to have. We always love to have him in our company. Daniel Johnson. What a keep.
Wesley Lauderdale's father, almost as much of a crucial member to this team as his son is, always hyping up the team, always hyping up his son, making sure our heads stay high and keeping us in the mood.
Correct, Palashik, as he wants to trademark his saying, hit somebody.
They'll have the ball 1st and 13 on their own 36-yard line.
The Colonels got a flag on that last play that me and my associate missed, unfortunately, so it's going to be 3rd and a long one. 3rd and 13 on all too familiar sight for Colonels fans, as we're going to see 4 receivers spread out to the left, and Daniel Johnson ready to take the snap, and that's going to be a jump, what looks to be on the Colonels. Let's see what the call is, ref. False start, MMA Colonels. It's going to be 3rd and 18 now. Let's see if the Colonels air this ball out. That would not surprise me too much, as Gabriel Canonico has a brilliant arm, as well as Daniel Johnson. We've seen him getting reps at quarterback. It is going to be a little bit more difficult to throw this ball, considering the rain.
Penalty is going to be against the Hornets.
My apologies, folks. The penalty is going to be an encroachment against the Crystal City Hornets, so the Colonels are going to gain some yards on this play. It's going to be 3rd down and 9 on this one, as the ref spots the ball
2nd down, 9.
past the line of scrimmage. We're going to see our initial 3 receivers out wide. Gabriel Canonico in at quarterback. Lauderdale's going to pull out to the 4. We're going to hear some whistles, some confused players in the field. Going to take the snap. It's going to be a pitch out to Wesley Lauderdale, as he's going to move up the field. He's going to continue to move up the field, and he's going to gain about 4 yards on the play, 5 yards on the play. Let's call it 4th and 4. Michael, your thought on the rain and how it's going to affect the Colonels' game tonight?
You know, I think it's only going to help them out, as I doubt the other team has been practicing in all the rain that we have. We're prepared. We are ready for this. I think, if anything, this is giving us an advantage.
Correct, Palashik. Mexico, Missouri, the headquarters of Colonels football, has gotten a lot of rain over the past couple of days. Had a couple of canceled events, such as designations and promotions, as they were pushed back multiple weeks. finally just had them. My friend Michael Polashek and Peter Didiker both getting positions in the Corps Cadets, myself only getting a rank. As Daniel Johnson going to make a great stiff arm. He's going to move up the field. Let's see if he has enough for a first.
24 on the
And I
quarterback
believe
keep.
that's going to be about 4th and 1, 4th and
Daniel Johnson.
inches.
Brought down on the play by Eisenbeis.
And they're going to spot that as a first down for the MMA Colonels. Daniel Johnson, a brilliant run. Michael, anything you'd like to add?
Daniel Johnson, one arm might be made of steel, the other a cannon. It is truly insane
First
how he
down,
can
Colonels.
throw and stiff arm both amazingly.
Correct, Polashek. Daniel Johnson, a freshman. And he's performing like this. I would love to see what he looks like as a senior, as I will continue to track him throughout his years at MMA. As Gabriel Canonico going to keep it, and he's going to gain about 5 yards.
Gabriel.
My
Canonico.
apologies, he's going to gain about 2 yards. I don't know what I'm seeing out on the field. This Brex boss is really high up in the air. Kind of messed with my vision a little bit. Michael, over to you.
I think this rain is getting to my fellow host here. Maybe it's clouding his vision.
Short
We'll
gain
see.
brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, it is
for
a
the
pretty
Colonels.
dark night. I don't see any clouds in the sky, Michael. Hate to contradict your point, but yeah. Could be right. We'll see the Colonels get ready to take the snap here. Hopefully they're not confused as I am right now. That'd be a shame. Canonico going to take the snap as him and Sek are going to run into each other, and it's going to be a keep. That might end up working out for Colonels. And Gabriel Canonico going to be brought down for a big loss. As it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Mustafa Sek making a crucial mistake there, running right into his quarterback, Gabriel Canonico. Could have been a trick play, but I don't think that's what they were trying to do there. I think Mustafa Sek might have just gotten a little bit confused. Like I said, we're confused up here. It's possible they're confused down there. This rain might not be any ordinary rain. So we'll see what happens as Coach Scott down there with a towel over his head looking like the man Cam Newton himself.
Holding against the Colonels.
And the Colonels are also going to get a holding call on the play. Surprised there's also an illegal men in motion, as this ball is going to be set incredibly far back from the spot of the foul. It's going to be 2nd down and 20.
2nd down, 20 yards to go for the Colonels. Ball spotted at their own 39-yard line.
2nd down and 20 for the MMA Colonels. Luckily, they still got 3 more downs to play with. This one and 2 others. So let's see if they can gain 20 yards, as they can keep handling this ball off to Daniel Johnson. I doubt that's really going to be much of an issue. And Michael, I just realized we're riding back on the bus with these Colonels players. We are definitely sitting together for this bus ride back, as we are going to be soaked. That's going to be a jump for Crystal City Hornets. It's going to be an encroachment, I believe, as I saw the defensive end for Crystal City move forwards. My apologies. It looks like they're going to rule this one against MMA, and they're going to go back 5 yards for a false start. It's going to be now
False
2nd
start,
and 25, Colonels. As he keep making these mistakes throughout the game, it's not going to fare well for him.
25 yards to go.
We'd love to see the Colonels players on the sideline staying active, staying moving in this freezing rain, as it is probably about 40 degrees out there. With the rain, it's going to feel like 20. Trust me, I know. I'm a player myself, and I have played in the freezing rain before. Back home in Pennsylvania, where I am from, we played a game against our rival team in the freezing rain, finished 6-0, or 6-6, my apologies, with a tie. The only loss, or non-win we had all season. There's going to be a screen pass to Gabriel Canonico, as he's going to gain some yards after sliding Crystal City players bring him down. A gain of about 6 yards on the play. It's going to be about 3rd and 19. Michael, your thought on the MMA passing game, as we're going to see a lot of players slip, and this ball is going to be really difficult to throw.
Like I said before, we've been training in this weather. The other team has not. Gabriel Canonico seemed to have a decent amount of control when he was running with that ball, unlike the Crystal City Hornets when they slipped in and kind of slide tackled him. I think this, like I said before, this is going to be an advantage.
I agree, Polashek. Like you said. There's going to be another flag on the play. It's going to be a delay of game on the Colonels, and that play is going to go back.
Delay of game.
about 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 25 now. Basically just adding another down to the count. You hate to see it as the Colonels are going to opt to take a huddle. Not if they're going to receive the play from Coach Pfeiffer. Coach Pfeiffer is first-year coach in the MMA Colonels after Coach Jimmy Payton, a legend at Missouri Military Academy after they brought them back to a winning season, 5-4 last year. The loss of Ricky Padron is really affecting this team here as they are 1-6 on the year. That's going to be a false start by Jack Stallmacher as he came bouncing off the line. And he's clearly upset with that call. He was definitely in the wrong there, but that's going to be the 4th false start of this down count. It's going to be 3rd and 35. Michael, we've never seen a 3rd down punt out of these Colonels. I don't think we're ever going to see one out of these Colonels. But if we're ever going to see a 3rd down punt, I think it'd be about right now. The father, Wesley Lauderdale, still out there in this rain, as it has simmered down a little bit. They have 6 seconds to make something happen here as the play clock is winding down, and it is winding down fast. 2, 1, he's going to take the snap, and they are going to call the delay of game.
Timeout.
My apologies, the MMA Colonels are going to take a timeout here, minorly avoiding that delay of game. As the Colonels have 1 timeout left here in the first half. This is looking like a pretty good first half for the Colonels. It's only 16-0 and it's not 61-0. Polashek, something to add?
These Colonels not catching a break tonight, yet we still have our favorite water boy, Punab Mitchell, out there hyping them up, getting them hydrated and ready to go.
Another notable mention on the MMA managing staff is little Braden Edwards. He might be a small man in stature, but he has the heart of a lion. Roar. My associate Michael Polashek really liked that one. He's in tears up here. Marquise Nieto, a player we haven't seen take the field yet, as the Colonels going to line up in a really interesting formation. It looks like they have 10 defensive linemen, or offensive linemen, my apologies. It's going to be a snap. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got 1 man to beat. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to gain nothing.
24, Johnson.
And it's going to be 4th and 30. Colonels.
4th and long for the Colonels.
As I'm expecting to see a punt here from the Colonels. As we are going to see another brilliant punt by Gabriel Canonico. It's going to be fielded, and he's going to be brought down and out of bounds by a couple of Colonels. That's going to be Jack Stallmacher and Mustafa Sek. It is getting chilly out here, folks. As I'm going to ask my associate Michael Polashek to pass me my Letterman jacket, please. As the Colonels are going to get ready to take this formation here. As some of you might know, I only have 1 arm, so this is difficult to put a jacket on. My associate helping me here, commending him for that, I am. The Colonels going to line up in an interesting defensive formation as Dylan Shue's going to retake the field for the first time in a while. And it's going to be a handoff, and immediately brought down in the backfield by Daniel Johnson, his 2nd tackle of the night here. Brilliant play by Daniel Johnson, as he's going to try to hold Crystal City to no score in this drive. A score here for Crystal City would be unfortunate for the Colonels, as Crystal City does receive the ball in the second half, as they did defer after winning the coin toss. So if they can stop them here, that would be brilliant. Snap, handoff, and he's going to be brought down by Jack Stallnacker and Joe Jackson. Their first tackles of the game,
Referee on the carry.
as it's going to be about 3rd and 5 for Crystal City.
Third down, Hornets.
And it's one thing this Colonel's defense has, it is speed. There's not a single slow player on that field. There's going to be a flag on the play. They're going to rule a false start against the Crystal City Hornets, and the Colonels are going to catch a break here, as it's going to be about 3rd and 10, Crystal
Flag on the
City.
play, ball score. Hornets. They bring up 3rd and 10 for the Hornets.
Nassenbach going to try to check onto the field. He's going to come off. He's going to stay on. He's going to come off. He's going to stay on. He's actually going to end up coming off. That's going to be a handoff. Let's see if he can make a break here. He can't, as he's going to be stopped right down there by the one, the only, Wesley, the Monster Dale Lauderdale. And Telman Nassenbach
21.
actually going to check on the field this time. He's going to take Trey Rudolph out of the play. Nassenbach, a senior out of Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. Something you don't hear very often is a Mongolian-American football player. Nassenbach was recruited by Coach Jimmy Payton and brought to this school, then decided to pursue football. And the Colonels completely missed this here. Is this going to be that fake that we saw again earlier? I was about to say he was down after the handoff. It got us again. It may have even got the cameraman, Mr. Peter Dideker. He said, yes, it did, just a little bit, as that's going to be another touchdown for Crystal City with 4 minutes and 21 seconds left to go. The Colonels might have a chance to score, as it's going to be 22-0, Crystal City. We are confused up in the press box. Snap. Handoff. He might be in. They're going to rule him in. Crystal City 24, Colonels 0.
Handoff was to Caden Raftery. In for the 2-point conversion, which was good.
24-0. MMA Colonels trail. Let's see if they can keep their heads up. Polashik, I've asked you every single time. I'm going to continue asking you. What do you think the MMA Colonels are going to resort to this drive, as the running game seems to not be completely paying off, as this rain may have affected it a little bit?
You know, Mason, I really can't tell you. I just want to see it play out. I hope they can just channel their emotions into this game.
Agreed, Michael. As we're going to see Nathaniel Baker sprint off the field as they had an extra man. Nathaniel going to be a great teammate. He's going to come off the field to save them a penalty. Nope, he's coming back on.
Kicking off for Crystal City will be number 5.
Kicking off for Crystal City is going to be number 5. No, folks, I am not just copying the PA announcer. I actually come up with these things on my own. Hard to believe it, I know. Big kick all the way out and out of bounds. That's going to be a flag on the play. A break for the Colonels,
Kicked out of bounds, flag on the play.
as they're going to get some pretty good field position. And that ball just completely skated out onto the sideline. Polashik, your fault on that skeet on that play.
I really have no idea. It was an amazing kick right up until it went all the way out. It's an amazing break for the Colonels. You know, they may be feeling a little low. I'm sure that brought their moods up, but us here in the press box, we're happy. As we like to say, the broadcasting team always wins.
Ball on their 35-yard line.
Yes, folks, Evan Schreier himself said that. The broadcasting team always wins. Except for the one time when Peter Dideker got his chicken nuggets stolen. That was an L for everybody. Peter was upset. He still is. But he does like to get a cheeseburger before every single game at the concession stand. The Colonels are going to take the snap. They're getting a break. Daniel Johnson going to run this one. He's going to try to cut back. Cannot do it. He's going to be brought down after a gain of about half a yard. Maybe even one if they're lucky.
Quarterback gate number 24, Daniel Johnson. Brought down on the play by Gasker.
They were lucky. Michael, what do you got to say?
Daniel Johnson out there, I'm sure, is just extremely disappointed as he himself knows how good of a valuable player he is. I'm sure.
Yes, he is valuable. Indeed, he is valuable. He's from Chicago, for all of you that were wondering. For all three of you that were wondering. He's going to take the snap. It looks like it could have been fumbled. It's continued to be fumbled. And it looks like the Colonels managed to jump on top of it in time. Let's see what the Crystal City players have to say. They think they got it, and yes, they did. Crystal City going to retain the ball with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go on the field.
10 yards to go.
As they're going to have great field position here. Let's see if they can get in for the score. The Colonels going to have to watch this trick play end around that they keep on doing, and it keeps on working. Diop uses that cannon to send the ball to the sideline. Tarver Lockett going to be checked in for Cecil, and 2 Colonel linemen going to come out. Daniel Tarver Lockett, a senior. Played earlier in the year, then got hurt after the Russellville game, as did myself. But he was lucky to come back. I was ruled out for the season. That's going to be a screen pass like I talked about earlier in the broadcast. They're going to take that, and that's going to be Daniel Johnson chasing him down. Is he able to get him? He's able to throw him out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Daniel Johnson grabs some jersey and just launches that little man out of bounds. His second tackle on the game. He's going to be tied with Wesley Lauderdale. Michael, me and you have both been victim to that. Daniel Johnson launch off the sideline. We know how it feels. Your thoughts on how that player probably feels right now?
I'm sure he's extremely excited that he finally caught that, although disappointed that they still gained that many yards.
Agreed. They're going to send a man in motion. That's going to be a fake toss, and it's going to get a couple of the Colonels players, and they're going to be in for the score. Touchdown, Hornets. As it's going to be 30-0, as we're probably going to see them go for the 2-point conversion, as we have not seen a kicker come out tonight. This Crystal City fan base is just jamming out right now. These cheerleaders. Puts a man in motion. And he's going to move, and it's going to be walk into the end zone without being touchdown. Or a 2-point conversion, my fault. That would be a shame if it was another touchdown. Michael, you continue to keep tapping me on the shoulder for this headset. What do you want to say?
You know, going back to those cheerleaders, they may have cheerleaders, but we have our trusted managers. They keep us going through day and night. Really, the light at the end of our tunnel.
Indeed. Indeed. As my friend Seth Straka loves to say, indeed. Seth Straka, another injury that's going to be out tonight, as well as Jeremy Ansel and the quarterback, Mason Ruckman. 2 crucial players that we hate to lose. The Colonels have adapted very well to those injuries.
Kicking off for the Hornets by Callaway Dashville.
Crystal City going to kick this one away. It's going to be a short kick. It's going to bounce off the helmet of Wesley Lauderdale. He's going to pick it up, make a man miss. He's going to move up the sideline. He's still rolling. He's still going. He's going to sting the Hornets for a pretty good field position on the 33 for the Colonels. He's a monster.
Colonels Colonels have the ball, first down, 10 yards to go. Ball's going to be on their 32-yard line.
I believe Daniel Johnson's going to be on the sideline right now, stretching. And Gabriel Kaiser is going to come in at quarterback. We were talking about him earlier on in the broadcast. He is amazing to watch on the field. A great spirit around. He's a freshman out of Chicago. He's going to come in at receiver. That's going to be another delay of game. These Colonels really need to watch that clock.
Colonels call timeout.
Punab Mitchell running out. Skyler, the Snow Leopard Hyman, wants to call the huddle somewhere else. They're not listening to him. Oh, a couple guys are going to go over. Oh, they're all going to go over. Except for Nassimbat. He's in his own world down there. He's back in a Lumbatar. He's in the zone. The Auto Zone. Not sponsored. Auto Zone, please sponsor us. An Auto Zone and a Mike Connect sponsor would be amazing for this MMA Colonels broadcasting team, as we might be able to get a second headset.
You know, Mason, I think if that would have happened, we would truly be rolling in the money.
We sure would. We might even have our own mobile press box vehicle. How cool would that be? Might have to look into one of those. Maybe President Geraci will fund us. Unlikely. As that is not the best purchase. We can use that for other things, such as upgrading our facilities. As there's going to be no encroachment call, as clearly there was a jump. The ref's not going to call it. Hate to see that. Sometimes the ref just need to let these boys play, and I think that's exactly what they did there. It's going to be 2nd and 11.
Callaway National on that tackle.
Daniel Johnson going to be back in the game now after he stretched a little bit. Very fortunate for the Colonels. But now let's see if they took somebody off or if they're going to break this huddle with a 12-man on accident. As they have 5 seconds to break this huddle and make a play happen. It's looking unlike delay a game, Colonels.
Dead ball foul. Delay a game. MMA.
And that's going to be 2nd and 17. The Colonels have seen very many delay of games tonight. It's just silly mistakes that we can't keep occurring. As the ref has officially positioned himself 5 yards behind the spot of the ball, anticipating the delay of game. As the Colonels need to realize that they have 20, 45, I'm not sure how many seconds they have as it keeps changing. I believe it's 40 seconds. Folks, I apologize if you're hearing some feedback, as I might be in my headset. It's going to look to pass, and that was nearly undercut by Crystal City Hornets as that looked for Gabriel Kaiser there on the under route, as Crystal City was all over it. A pass went a little bit wide. Kind of glad that happened, otherwise that probably would have been an interception and a house call, as that would have been picked off in a flat. Gabriel Kanataka would have been the only man there to take him down. Folks, Daniel Johnson is still sidelined. Let's hope he can get up and get back in this game. The Colonels able to break the huddle pretty fast this time, with 7 seconds to go now when they get to the line. Kanako going to call man in motion. He's going to take the snap. Let's see what Kanano opts to do. He's going to pass it, and it's an interception dropped by Crystal City as he looked for Cecil on the pass. That's going to bring up 4th and 17 on the play. As the Colonels are looking to air the ball out more, I do like to see that, but Kanako needs to find that target, as we call him the target finder. Not always because of his throwing, but most of the time coming out of linebacker position, as he led the team in sacks up until a couple of weeks ago when Leslie Lauderdale overtook him. Sorry, Palashi, I'm going to cut you off there. I know you wanted to say something. We'll give you a chance right after this play. We're going to hear from you. It looks like it's going to be a punt as Crystal City is going to send a man in the backfield deep as he's anticipating Kanatako to drill this one. Kanatako keeps it. Kanatako drops it. The Colonel is able to jump on top of the ball but it's not really going to matter, as it's still going to be Crystal City's ball. Crystal City able to get 16 points in the last 5 minutes of this game from just silly Colonel mistakes, such as delay of game.
10 yards to go. Ball
Palacic, how many delay of games do you have on the
18-yard
count?
line.
I don't think I can count it on 2 hands. Let's just say that, Mason.
16-yard line.
I have 7, and I only have 1 hand. Michael, there's still no clouds up there. Come on, man. Get your head in the game. That's going to be a handoff toss. That's going to be a touchdown. No surprise there, folks, as Crystal City gets into the end zone once again. They're going to line up for this 2-point conversion. I suspect this is currently 38-0 Crystal City. Let's see if they can bring it to 40 before the half. Hopefully, not 48. The Colonels are still in this game as they hardly trail in this one. I think the snap he's going to throw. It's going to be a 2-point conversion. That's the second pass Crystal City's thrown all night. That's worked. 40-0 Hornets.
2-point conversion is good.
About to go into the half. I suspect my cameraman Peter Diediker is excited about going into the half, as that means he gets a cheeseburger. Nope, never mind, he doesn't. He does not get a cheeseburger, unfortunately. I'm going to get a cheeseburger. Michael, you going to get a cheeseburger?
You know, I don't think I have enough money for that. AutoZone, please sponsor us. Mike and Ike, please sponsor us.
This just in, folks. Crystal City Hornets concession stand does not have cheeseburgers.
A massive letdown for us all. I really don't think any good game can make up for that.
No, sir, I could announce a New England Patriots game, Cleveland Browns game, and I still wouldn't be happy because this concession stand does not have cheeseburgers. I haven't had a cheeseburger since Tuesday when we had them in the mess hall, because I just realized that as I was saying this. Hopefully I'll get one tomorrow with my parents, who I haven't seen since July, as I live in Pennsylvania, not Missouri. Palacic just died as a Hornet tried to attack him, just like these Hornets are attacking the MMA Colonels, as Brett Miles wants to field it, but Brett Miles, oh my God! Wesley Lauderdale gonna come in and absolute, oh my, wait, I am not paying attention to the field. Noah Cecil picks up the ball. Cecil running, Cecil goes down after bringing it close to the 50-yard line. I was watching Wesley Lauderdale after he absolutely laid out two Crystal City Hornet players. I was not watching the ball. Noah Cecil able to pick up the ball and run it for a lot, as I believe everybody on the field was watching Wesley Lauderdale take out two guys at once, absolutely clotheslined him with his arms before they could get to the ball after Brett Miles fumbled it. Noah Cecil, really fast on his feet. You love to see that type of playing from Noah Cecil. Gonna give the Colonels great field position, as Noah nearly took that for a touchdown, as he has some incredible speed. That could have easily been a house call for the Colonels. As this rain is slippery, Noah Cecil was not able to get his footing. Canonico gonna take the snap, he's gonna keep it. Canonico looks for the hole, cannot find the hole. He's gonna be picked up and absolutely bullied down to the ground by two Crystal City players.
O'Hara, assisted by Dexter.
Baxter talks about the concession stand. Peter, what have they got down there that's good? Hot dogs. Hot dog, folks, hot dog. Because they got hot dogs. Mike, I'll send it over to you after the play. You keep tapping me at the worst times. Before they break the huddle, please. They're going to send Lauderdale at the fullback. Canonico going to take the snap. Lauderdale going to hand off, and he's going to gain about 2. That's going to be 3rd and 7, Colonels. Palacic, what do you want?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you're tired of hearing my name, but this game is just too much to not talk about.
Lauderdale.
And you know what? For some reason, I'm still blanking right at this moment.
On the play by
We're all blanking. They don't got cheeseburgers at the concession stand. But hey, shout out to the rain as it stopped. Shout out to me because I got my Letterman jacket. I am warm now. Polashik, you look pretty cold. I didn't let you bring your flight jackets in the game. He's staring at me, folks. That's going to be the end of the half. Colonels up 40, down 40. Colonels down 40. We would love to see them up by 40. Hasn't happened yet all year as their biggest win was 12-0 against Confluence Preparatory Academy. Unfortunate that they trail by 40 at the half. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you after halftime as I'm going to go get a cheeseburger. Welcome back, folks. I'm still Mason.
And I'm still cold.
And we're going to welcome you back to this Colonels broadcast. The biggest L the broadcasting team has ever taken occurred tonight as the concession stand did not accept credit card. So that cheeseburger I was talking about so much did not come to fruition. It also does not exist as they do not sell cheeseburgers. Something I cannot seem to get out of my head. Oh, I love this broadcasting team. Constantly making each other laugh. If only we had an Ike up here, we'd have Mike and Ike. Please sponsor us. We have Michael Polashik. Hates to be called Mike.
But I take it for the sponsor.
But he'd take it for the sponsor. Shout out to Major Pemberton. Onside kick, bobbled, Colonels recover! A break for the Colonels. Finally, a break for the Colonels. I will say it one more time, a break for the Colonels. I think this is because I didn't get my cheeseburger that doesn't exist. Polashik?
That cheeseburger, I really can't tell if it's a good luck or a bad luck charm, but right now it's seeming like good luck when you don't have it.
I wish I had it. Instead, I have Monster and Mike and Ike's. Neither are sponsoring us.
Monster, please, we need
The Colonels' offense really needs that energy. But they got the ball back, so they should be a little bit hyped up. So we're going to see a bowling throw. Send this tee back in, and it's going to go, yep, that's going to be good. Through the uprights. Polashik. Stop tapping me on the shoulder before the huddle breaks, or after the huddle breaks. As they're going to send like 5 guys in motion and switch the side. They're going to be a little bit confused. The ball's going to be fumbled, and that looks like it's going to be whistles. Flag.
Prior to the snap, false start.
False start, MMA Colonels. They're going to be sent back. 5 yards.
First down, 15. For the
It's going to be
Colonels.
1st and 15 for MMA. 20 seconds to break this huddle and get this ball snapped. As Gabe's going to bring the call into the huddle. Well, folks, my co-host Polashik was staring at me to hand him the headset, and I did not get the message across. Jackson's going to come in at the 4. Ball's going to be fumbled like 4 times. It's still fumbled. Still fumbled. Who has the ball? I think that might be Noah Cecil. Nope. Crystal City. Hornets got it. Michael, you may now say whatever you wanted to say beforehand.
You know, I just wanted to go back to that tee throw and the bowling comment. I must not be the only one confused up here tonight because I don't know what type of bowling you watch, but that looked a lot more like baseball to me.
Correction, that would be softball. They threw the ball overhand in baseball, Michael. You're off for 3 tonight. Coach is looking for Rudolph as he's off the field. Gabe Canonico going to line up at the cornerback, as well as Brett Miles. Looks like they're going to make some changes. Noah Cecil going to be at the safety position. Looks a little bit confused, but that's Cecil's natural state. He's a great player. He just loves to be confused. And a man in motion. Pitch out to the right. Nearly intercepted by Wesley Lauderdale. Is he going to try to make something happen? Gabriel Canonico going to bring him down after a gain of about 7.
Gain of about 6.5. Brings up 2nd down and 3.
My co-host is pointing at some trees. I'm confused as to what he's trying to say. Those are some pretty nice trees. You on the broadcast can't see it, but just take my word for it. If anyone's familiar with the program iRacing, it looks like the driver from that. Sends a man in motion. iRacing, please sponsor us. He's going to be brought down after a gain of about nothing. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Crystal City.
Hand off to O'Hara. Gain of about a yard, brings up 2nd and 32.
They got 2 receivers spread out wide and a guy in a 4-back. Sends a man in motion like we've seen all night long. That's going to be flags.
Flag on the play.
It looks like it's going to back Crystal City up a little bit. Yes, it is.
Mason, please stop poking me in the side.
Get some, D!
Handoff. Keep. It's the quarterback keep we've seen all game. And Cecil's going to go down after a block. And he's going to take that one into the end zone. There's flags on the play. This one might be coming back.
Into the hit zone for the Hornets, the flag on the play.
It looks like the ref might call a block in the back as Cecil was put to the ground. It looked like a man came from behind him. Let's see the call.
43-yard run.
That run went for 42 yards. And I think it's going to be coming back. Yes, it is, folks. This run is going to be coming back for Crystal City. The refs are going to push this one to the spot of the foul instead of bringing them all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
First down.
Sends a man in motion once again. It's going to be a toss out to him. Konotko going to get blocked. Shed that block. He's going to be brought down as Noah Cecil makes a tackle. Noah Cecil for his 3rd tackle of the game. He's been all over this field, offense and defense. As Zane Steichen going to be there to help him bring him down.
Brings up a 1st and goal for Crystal City.
As the MMA fans are getting hype in the stands. I quote, yay, ay, ay, ay. They're going to have 2 receivers spread out wide. Gabriel Konotko and Bart Miles in at the cornerback position covering them. And take the snap without sending him in motion. He's going to look to pass. He's going to rifle one in off the slant for a touchdown. Gabriel Konotko not there to cover it. And that's going to be Crystal City 46, MMA Colonels 0.
Senior number 8, Cole Sumter on the touchdown reception.
And that 2-point conversion, no good. As the Colonels manage to stop it, it's going to remain 46-0, Crystal City. The Colonels are definitely still in this game. Michael, your thoughts on literally anything? Besides anything political, please?
Mason, just going back to the plays, I really don't know what to say. These Colonels are kind of lacking in the blocking area. They seem to miss their blocks. They're good when it comes to pushing, but they really just can't get down to their side. They cannot score a touchdown. It's really not looking too great.
Well, considering they're down by 46 points, I would guess that they're missing a little bit more than just their blocking assignments, such as the end zone, and play calls. Michael, your thoughts on how the Colonels probably feel right now?
They probably feel a lot worse than me.
I'm going to take it away from you. I don't like that attitude. Stay positive, folks. Love life. As the great brand Amazon likes to say, smile more. Amazon? I'm not even going to ask. Big kick. Huge kick. As Joe Jackson going to pick this one up at about the 10-yard line. He's just going to run, and he runs his own man over. Nobody is going to stop Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson is going to cake this one all the way to the opposing 40-yard line. And Michael Polashik is trying to strip the headset off my head, and I'm fending him off with my one good arm. As we just saw Joe Jackson make the biggest play of the Colonels all night. He ran over his own teammate. I love to see that, as we saw Jeremy Anson do that to little Mike Pfeiffer earlier on in the season. Absolutely stiff-armed him. Joe Jackson wasn't even looking to stiff-arm. He just kept running. Polashik, over to you now that you can finally talk.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for my negative attitude. My entire point of view has just changed.
I'm going to strip that one away from you. That attitude is getting a lot better, but I just want to take it back because Gabriel Kaiser is checked onto the field. Our cameraman has dropped his phone, folks. Our cameraman has dropped his phone. Do not worry, it is okay and still in the press box. A crucial blow to the broadcasting team. Is it cracked? It is not cracked, folks. Celebrations all around as Peter Dideker's phone remains intact. Unfortunately, it still has a home button. At least he has his phone, Michael. As MMA does not allow us to have cell phones. Please help. Ball snapped to Wesley Lauderdale. Lauderdale gonna make something happen as he's gonna gain 9 yards on the play. The Colonels are definitely feeling the energy after the Joe Jackson run, as you can see it right there on that play. It's gonna be 2nd down and 9. Nope, 2nd down and 1 after a gain of 9. Luckily, the rain stopped. Unfortunate, I was kind of hoping to fall asleep to the sounds of rain on the bus ride home. What is this formation? We see the same thing all night as Wesley's going to move to fullback. Take the snap. Fumble! Who has the football? Who has the football? Who has the football? Michael, you're saying that we do. Let's see what the ref calls. Who has the football? Ow. I still do not know who has the football. The Colonels have the football. Michael Polashik getting upset. I will not pass him the headset. Never mind, he was saying he was right. I don't know what he was right about. Oh, he was right about the Colonels having the ball. That's correct. Sorry, folks, I didn't get my cheeseburger. I'm all over the place. Joe Jackson to move to fullback. Takes a snap. Jackson going to take a pitch. Jackson! Jackson! Joe Jackson for the first down. Brings it out to about the Crystal City 26. Michael Polashik, you got anything to add? I will not cut you off this time, I promise.
You know, I think the reason that Joe Jackson...
I lied, folks. No, I'm just kidding. I would send it back to Michael.
I think the reason Joe Jackson is doing so good and the reason you don't have your cheeseburger is because he took the last one, and I feel like the folks down in the MMA fan area are feeling the same way as you, as we have had a fight erupt. That is where we got the quote, ow, from.
There was no fight. False hype. That's going to be a run. by Gabriel Canonico for a gain of about 5. I can't tell if the MMA Colonels have just picked up a new game plan or if it's the Crystal City JV. It's one or the other, folks. But let's see if MMA can mount a 46 deficit comeback. Colonels fans are hyped up, as well as Crystal City fans, as there are fights breaking out in the bleachers. That's going to be a fumble. Gabriel Canonico going to pick it up. And the ref's going to, for some reason, they're going to roll this ball down. Troy Rudolph going to come off the field.
In the third quarter, the Crystal City cheerleaders will be performing a dance for your entertainment this evening.
Crystal City fans brought walkie-talkies to this game. They knew they were going to be all over the stadium tonight, as that's going to be dropped in the backfield. Joe Jackson, after a storm of Crystal City players, is going to result in a 4th and 7 for the Colonels. Let's see if they opt to take a field goal here. I haven't seen that yet on the season, despite having amazing kickers, such as Ethan Hirsch, who has also fallen to injury. Ironic that all of our players are injured. Joe Jackson drops back to the 4. He's going to take a pitch out to the right. He's going to get blockers. Brett Miles on the block. Joe Jackson, he's going to be brought down. He was not able to get to the first down after a gain of about 5. Joe Jackson absolutely leading this Colonels team, trying to mount a comeback. Crystal City is going to take the ball back. Let's see if the Colonels can prevent them from scoring, as they have not been able to do so all game long. The Colonels team need to get their heads into this game and mount a comeback. As the saying goes, just do it, Nike. Please sponsor us. Crystal City sends a man in motion around. That's going to be a pitch out to him. Let's see if they're able to bring him down. Brett Miles grabs him in the backfield, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of about 2, as he's able to push Brett Miles up a little bit farther. That's going to be 2nd down and 8, I believe. Sends a man in motion. Gonna hand off to the halfback. And the Colonels did not fall for anything that time, as they're able to drop him after a gain of about 2. That's gonna be 3rd and 6 in the play, if I'm correct. Nope, I am wrong. It's gonna be 3rd and 8 after that's a gain of 0. Nope, I'm wrong. That's gonna be 3rd and 7 after a gain of 1.
No gain on play. 3rd and 7 for Crystal City.
Michael, your thoughts on this play?
My thoughts are just as confused as yours.
Ball's gonna be pitched out to the halfback. He's gonna try to make something happen. He's gonna make Wesley Lauderdale miss, and he's gonna try to move for the first. I do not believe he was there to get it, as he was dropped a yard shy of the first down. That's gonna be 4th and 1. Mustafa Sek on the field now. He's gonna check in for Brett Miles.
4th and 1 for the Hornets.
And nope, he's gonna check in for Julian Brinkle. He's gonna come off the field. Canonico gonna set up for the punt return. It's looking like a punt formation. He's gonna send it way down. Canonico gonna field it. It's gonna be off of his foot, and Crystal City's gonna get it back. After it bounced right off of Gabriel Canonico's foot, He's clearly upset about that. We've seen mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. It's a lot of mistakes for this Colonels team. Michael. He thought I was about to ask for his thoughts. He never learns, folks. He never learns. Michael, your thoughts?
My thoughts are jumbled, but if I was in Gabriel Canonico's spot, I would be just as angry. There are truly a lot of mistakes.
I got to cut you off there, Mike. I believe you were finished, but still, they broke the huddle. Can't miss a single moment of this game. It's keeping you on your toes. Gonna be an end around. That's gonna be a handoff to the halfback. It seemed to trick the Colonels. He's gonna be brought down by Noah Cecil. Initial contact. That's gonna be his 4th tackle of the night. He's leading the team currently.
That run was good enough for a Crystal City Hornet first down.
That's going to be the end of the 4th quarter.
The Crystal City High School cheerleaders, coached by Julia
No, that will
Duncan,
be the end of the 3rd quarter. My fault, folks. I was confused.
by Fist and the Tantrum.
That cheeseburger.
Well, folks, I think it's time for me to pass the torch. Mr. Michael Polasic on play-by-play. Mike, over to you. Never mind. He refuses. Come on, Mike. Well, Colonels fans, we've got some media playing in the background. I can't tell if you can hear it. It also sounds like a thunderstorm at the same time, but that's okay. This looks like it's going to come down to the managers versus the cheerleaders battle right now. Little Braden Edwards going to break dance.
The Crystal City cheerleading squad, coached by Julia Duncan.
As MMA Colonel is going to go on defense. It's going to be a keep by the quarterback, and he's going to be brought down by Trey Rudolph. Rudolph, the red-haired reindeer. That's going to be 2nd down and 11. Crystal City going to take the snap. It's going to be a handoff to the halfback. Defensive end Lauderdale is there to take him down after a gain of nothing. Nope, my fault. That's a gain of 4. 2nd down and 7. Mike. I'm going to have to cut you off there, Mike, as they're breaking the huddle. I'm thirsty.
3rd down, 5 yards to go.
Michael is still cold.
And Mason, still thirsty.
That's going to be a handoff to the halfback, dropped. Oh, it was a fake again. It got me again. But the Colonels were able to capitalize on that. Joe Jackson read it like a book, and he was able to drop the quarterback before he could take it. That's going to be 4th down and 5.
Fourth down, 6.
Nathaniel Baker going to be checked in from Mustafa Sek. We're going to see if Baker can make some big plays here tonight. Let's see what you can do, Big Nate. Ball's going to be snapped. It's going to be a keep by the quarterback. He's going to fake them once again. And Marquise Nieto unable to block him. It's just the Tarver Lockett, and he's unable to get there. It's just going to be 52-0. Crystal City's up. That quarterback keep has been lethal here tonight. That was the freshman, Nolan Eisbeis. On that quarterback keep, you see, is the JV quarterback. Checked in after the varsity quarterback is going to come out because he said, I don't need to play anymore. We're winning. Around. That's going to be a fake. And he's going to be brought down and unable to get the two-point conversion. It's going to remain 52-0. A fun fact, Colonels fans, the MMA Corps of Cadets will be marching in a review and ring ceremony tomorrow, honoring the seniors on Fall Family Weekend from Missouri Military Academy. Fall Family Weekend is a celebration used for cadets' parents to come on campus and spend time with their children that they send to this incredible school. We have cadets from all around the world attend our campus, such as multiple kids from Rwanda, a couple of kids from Mongolia, and even some from Portugal and Mexico. Mexico not as far away as Portugal and those other countries. Still pretty far. We have Adam Stempel, a member of the football team who's also hurt right now, hailing from Latvia. A big key player that we're missing here tonight. Looking forward to that review tomorrow. If you want to see me announce tomorrow, tune into that review as I will be on the call for that as well. That's going to be a big kick out of bounds. Colonel's ball. Good field position. Let's see if they can score here. Plastic, do not touch my drink.
Missouri Military Academy scored the ball first down, 2 minutes to go, on the 135-yard line.
You got 6 minutes and 47 seconds left in this game to play. Let's see if the Colonels can move downfield and put some points on the board. Get rid of that big goose egg. Delay of game. Anyway, Colonels. We've seen that plenty of times here tonight. I've got 9 on the game now. Palashik. Unfortunate. Palashik has something. I don't know what he's got, but he's definitely got something. He's got a chicken, man. He has a chicken. Fortunately, he does not have a cow. Maybe he'll cook that one into a cheeseburger. Big shout out to Sonic, as they have some incredible cheeseburgers. Hopefully, I'll be visiting there with my family this weekend.
Maybe even get sponsored.
No, not going to get sponsored there. No way. One can dream, Michael. One can dream. Gabriel Canonico getting ready to take the snap under center. Gonna take it, he's gonna keep it, and he's gonna run right into the spot that wasn't the hole. There's gonna be a flag on the play. As Telman Nassenbot drove his man all the way to the 50-yard line, he went till the whistle blew.
Personal foul. Face mask, Crystal City.
Crystal City going to be called the face mask on that play. The Colonels going to move 15 yards up as they're going to catch a lucky break here.
a snap taken. It's going to be a gain of about 0. 2nd and 10. Cardinals.
They're on the other side of the field for the first time in a while, so we're going to see if they can pull up points in this game. Even if it's 3. I just want to see some points.
Second down and 10.
The Colonels scored a total of 24 points this season. That's going to be a fake. And an end around to Noah Cecil. Noah Cecil going to try to make something happen. He's going to gain about 5 yards on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 5.
Callaway got for it on tackle. Third down and 5.
That's going to be a false start on the MMA Colonels.
Flag on the play. Flag on the snap. False start.
And that's going to go back. It's going to be 3rd and 10 now.
Third down and 10 yards to go for the Colonels.
Snap taken. It's going to be pitched out to Joe Jackson. He's got some daylight. Joe Jackson going to break up the field with incredible speed to get it to about the 30-yard line. Surprised Joe Jackson hasn't been getting the ball more this game, as I do not remember him being that fast in practice, but apparently he is. Just an insanely aggressive runner. There's raw strength and power out of that man. Joe Jackson, an incredible athlete. Fun fact about Joe Jackson, refuses to drink caffeine. I tried. Tried to get him to drink some coffee. He refused. Smart man, Joe Jackson. That's going to be another pitch after Joe Jackson. He's going to make something happen. Huge stiff arm. And he's going to be brought down by number 12, Nolan Eisbeis. It's going to be 2nd and 6. Joe Jackson looking promising at halfback. And he's going to be checked off the field. Coach Trevor going to have a word with Joe. And Hood's going to congratulate him on the sideline. Hood, a great player, out due to a shoulder injury. Wesley Lauderdale going to take this handoff. Wesley going to make something happen. He's going to gain about 3 on the play. That's going to be 2nd and 3 now for the Colonels.
Tackle on the play by 12, Brandon Eisbeis. That's third down, about 3 yards to go for the Colonels.
MMA here to take the snap. Still going to have that same 3-back set off to the left. And Wesley Lauderdale going to come back into the 4 position. And he's going to take a pitch. And he's going to cut up the middle. Wesley Lauderdale going to pick up a first down. Colonel, he's going to move the chains here in this game with 1 minute and 10 to go. Can the Colonels put some points on the board before we pack this one up and take back to Mexico? Some say yes, some say no. Michael, your quick input?
You know what, I'm going to keep it optimistic. I think they can get a little something on that board. Maybe not a win, but definitely something to go home with.
Definitely not a win. There is no way they score 52 points in 45 seconds, but I like the optimism, Mike. If they did, that would be Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame indeed. There's going to be a pass. Nearly intercepted there. Intended for number 24, Daniel Johnson. Gabriel Canonico could not get there. The clock is still running. The clock is still running after that incomplete pass. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Colonel's gonna take the snap. The Colonel's gonna take the snap. Gabriel Canonico gonna try to make something happen, and he's unable to. Our final score, Crystal City Hornets 52, MMA Colonels goose egg. As they're gonna send this one home, we're gonna pack it up and bring it back to Mexico. Looking forward to the 3.5-hour drive back home. Michael, any final words?
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to apologize for not being more active during that second half, but it has been amazing being on. I hope I get to come back.
A true pleasure, folks. Look out for Michael Polashik and future broadcasts. As I wish you good night, this is Mason Clutchian, joined by my co-host, Michael Polashik, behind the camera, Peter Dittaker. Good night, folks.
Good night.